Hi, I'm Cary Hamilton of Olympia Therapy, and I'm a registered play therapist. And this is my daughter, Mackenzie Hamilton, who is 9. And we've been talking a lot about the coronavirus lately and how kids might be feeling about it. So we created a PowerPoint for ourselves to be able to kind of make sure we can answer questions. But this video is really about helping kids understand all this stuff that we've been talking about coronavirus, why we've been locked away in our homes, what all these big words mean. So a few parents reached out and said, hey, Cary, it would be helpful if you and your daughter made a video about what this experience is like for kids from a kid perspective. So this is our attempt at that. So let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So, Mac, what did you really think about this whole coronavirus thing when it started to come out?
I think you should understand it, not fear it.
Uh-huh.
Because if you understand it, you know how to do more things because you don't have to fear it.
Yeah. So understanding it is better than fearing it and being confused. Okay. So what exactly is this COVID-19 or coronavirus thing that we've been dealing with?
It's a virus that is infecting your lungs that make you stop breathing, and it's spread across the whole world, and it's kind of like the flu. So flu is in the same category as the coronavirus. It's a coronavirus, and I think you should be calling it COVID-19 because that's a specific version, not coronavirus, because you might be talking about the flu.
So the coronavirus is the kind of general term for all coronaviruses.
Yes.
But this specific illness that everybody's struggling with is called COVID-19. So you think that's the better name to be calling it for scientific. Okay. And it's all about a virus that is making us feel sick. It's infecting everybody. Is there anything really to be fearful about it?
Not really. If you fear it, you might get more nervous and you get more mad at other people.
Okay. So
Because you're scared.
So if you're scared, then you might get a little bit more confused. So the coronavirus is an illness, and unlike the flu that we have the flu vaccine for, that we can get a shot for to limit our ability to be exposed to it or get hurt by the flu, the coronavirus doesn't have a vaccine yet.
Yes.
So therefore, we're having to take all these measures around the world of locking ourselves up and quarantining ourselves and staying at home, right?
There's barely one in here.
Right, exactly. So how do you get COVID-19?
You get someone sick and they don't know it, and it comes to you. Like if you're in a party and you are touching a plate that someone else has touched, it can go into your body by that way. And to prevent it, best you wash your hands, don't touch your face, like the news has been telling you.
Right, like you're following kind of the news, right? So it spreads from coughs, little droplets that flow all over the place. It gets on things, and if we touch things with our hands, if we don't wash them, then the germs potentially get into our body, and that's how we get sick from the virus.
If someone is positive and they touch a plate and then they didn't take it, and then you touch that same plate in the same spot, and then you put food on it,
and
you put food on your hands, and then eat it.
Right.
You can get sick.
So it causes from the transfer, right? So that's probably plates and door handles and buttons
and the elevators.
And knobs, anything that elevators, like things that we touch. Does everyone who's positive for COVID-19 know that they're positive for COVID-19?
Not until they get tested, at least.
Yeah, testing's the only way we can really know if we're really that sick. Right, exactly. And so some of those symptoms of coronavirus are coughing, hard to breathe, have a headache.
Mildish
headache. And some other symptoms. So you might not know you're sick yet, but you can still pass the germs on.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the tricky part about COVID-19 is you might not know that you're sick, and kids might not know that they're sick,
but
they can still be passing the germs along as we go. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so why is this all so troublesome?
Because it's brand new and it just was discovered in Wuhan, and then suddenly it's spread throughout the world. And the pandemic now, when it was a little concerned, but now it's a pandemic, so and we don't have a vaccine for it, so it's more stressful. So like people are taking a lot more concussions, and we don't want the older generation or the younger generation to get sick because it's possible they might die.
Right.
Like the millennials or...
Millennials won't necessarily die, but pretty much anybody can die from the coronavirus. But the really sensitive populations
is the
older generation. Kids or people who are sick and have medical conditions, and little baby infants or babies might struggle with it. But overall, everybody can get COVID-19, right? It's just how well
for
our
like my
bodies...
age is, it might just be like a cold.
Exactly.
But for the older generation, it might be like the
like pneumonia that can really make them sick, right? Yeah, and that's where the deaths are happening, right?
Yeah.
Or in those populations. Okay, so it's worrisome and troublesome because it's this big unknown factor that we don't know necessarily what's going on, and we're doing our best to learn and understand, right? All right, so what kind of feelings might kids be having?
They might like be anxious or nervous, because like adults are like rushing around trying to get toilet paper, food, cans, water.
There's kind of this panic around, right?
They might feel like angry at their like adults because they're like rushing around telling them what to do, and they don't have time to just relax, and sad because they can't like go anywhere they'd like to because they're just locked down.
Yeah. How has it been for you to not be able to see your friends like you used to?
Well, it's kind of, I do get to see them like often just by
in a new way, right?
Yeah.
But how is it for you to not go to school? What's the feelings around not going to school?
It's weird.
Weird?
I'm like, I'm more curious. I like to look at the news more because I can learn more.
But it can get overwhelming too.
It can.
Right? Like that's the hard part.
Like a parent might be screaming like, you have to get toilet paper from the store because it's getting taken.
Right, which makes us all feel really confused and weird.
Yeah.
Right? So some kids might feel anxious, confused, mad, sad, frustrated, and a lot of other feelings depending. Yeah. Right? And are all those feelings okay?
They're okay.
They're all okay to have, right? Okay.
We have them on the daily basis. It's just there's more. Like if you have anxiety on a daily basis, it might be like confusing, like really confusing because it's gone to another level.
Yeah. If you're feeling it stronger now, right?
Other people, you might get worried or anxious because someone else is anxious or worried.
Yeah. We kind of transfer our emotions onto each other, don't we?
When we're yawning, someone else yawns.
Yeah, and feelings do the same thing, right? We transfer emotions back and forth.
So, like, if someone's sad, someone might be angry. Like, so, like, say you hurt your knee and someone else is, like, screaming. They're angry at someone else because they pushed you over on purpose to hurt your knee. Right.
So emotions can be projected onto all kinds of people, right? All right. Do you think that kids are seeing adults be pretty stressed right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a video this other day, like adults like yelling at other adults, and they had like 2 grocery carts just filled with toilet paper.
Right, and they were arguing and fighting about toilet paper.
Yeah.
Right. So if adults are really stressed, what besides yelling, what kind of behaviors might we see adults doing when they're stressed out?
They might take it on someone else, like they might take it on you, like they might be raising their tone and
yelling,
doing all these things, and
do you think adults
might hurt your feelings because they're stressed. They might like put their hands on their face and like cover their eyes, like we have a picture here.
Yeah, all act stressed. So this is what an adult looks like, stressed.
Or just do like this.
Yeah.
Like do something that you can obviously see they're stressed.
Yeah. So there's more crankiness, more yelling.
Yeah.
More kind of transferring emotions onto others, getting mad. That's what adult stress looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things we think is important is that kids need to understand what all these new words are that we're hearing, these like really big words. right?
Yeah.
And so we thought it'd be helpful to explain to kids kind of what words mean. So what does quarantine mean?
Quarantine is like when you like. So say this room is our house.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not allowed. We don't let ourselves go out.
Right. We have to stay in one place.
Yeah, we might go into the car for a quick errand, but we just like quarantine.
Quarantine means we gotta stay put, not do stuff. Maybe instead of going in the car, like other people have to go get stuff for us and bring it in. Because quarantine's a big word, right? Like
quarantine.
We gotta stay home, stay away from others, have no contact, and usually it's around 2 weeks that people are expected. 14 days. Mm-hmm. To stay isolated, not around other people, not spreading their germs, to make sure that if they are sick, they don't get other people sick.
Yeah.
Right? What does hoarding mean?
Hoarding is like you grab. So say like there's a whole row, 2 baskets full of toilet paper someone has, and they will not share.
Right. So they're taking all of something.
Yeah.
So hoarding is making sure you have so much of something.
And don't let anyone
else have it. So when kids may be hearing that people are hoarding, that means that people are taking stuff and not really thinking.
If you have balls at school, like I do, when I had school, and everyone would grab one, and then someone would have like 10 balls, and you wouldn't let anyone else have any.
Right, they were hoarding the balls.
Great
analogy for that. All right, so what's pandemic? What is pandemic?
Pandemic is, for me, it's like, it's a big, like, so say the
whole world.
Something in Britain. The Spanish flu was a pandemic.
Correct.
Because it was a virus or something really big going on, and people were rushing and worried.
It was the last time.
Scared.
So it brings up all those emotions. So a pandemic is when a virus or an illness spreads across the world. Nobody's safe from it. The last time we had it was the Spanish flu, which was from like a very long time ago.
People thought if you went outside, you were going to be safe.
Yeah, but that's not how viruses work.
So they crowded up to get hair done.
Right. So pandemic is that big word that scientists use to say everybody is exposed, the whole world is experiencing this, so the whole world needs to pay attention to what's going on, so and to make sure that you're not overly stressed. Like pandemic creates anxiety to people, right? Because it's scary.
Like, calm down, quarantine, pandemic.
Okay. All right. What does social distancing mean?
Social distancing means like you can't be near anyone, so it's like kind of like physical distancing, 6 feet away.
Yeah. So we are definitely not social distancing right now, right? So it's staying 6 feet away so that if we are sick, our germs coming out of our mouth can't reach the other person, so that keeps everybody safe. So social distancing really means just keeping your distance.
Quarantine, if like say someone's quarantined, but they are not listening, so they go out. They're not physical or social distancing. They go out, hug other people.
That would be bad. Yeah. That's going against social distancing. Okay. What does online school or telehealth mean?
Telehealth and school are like these really like Google Docs or Google Classroom is a good way.
So we're using technology.
Online, telehealth is like a FaceTime, but it's more secure, so people can't listen in.
Right. That's the biggest difference, right? Like telehealth is a platform that has security on it, so people can't hear us talking because privacy is really important when you're speaking to doctors and therapists and stuff. But it's essentially like Zooming or FaceTiming or anything like that. It's not a big deal.
Just it's more secure.
It's very much more secure. And online school might be where you see your teacher on school doing Zoom or Google Classroom or all of those things. Online school just might be how we do school for a little bit so that we can maintain social distancing, maintain quarantine, all of those things that we need to do to keep ourselves safe, right? Okay. So the big thing is helping people understand that physical distancing and socially connected is what's really important. So people are saying social distancing, but there's confusion in that, right? Because we don't want to be socially distanced. We want to be physically distanced, right? So to be physically distanced means we are not being in contact with each other.
If I'm on the other side of the room, and then she would go on the other side of the room.
So we're physically apart.
We're physically apart.
But we want to stay socially connected, right?
Yeah.
We want to still talk to our friends.
Yeah.
And be still communicating with everybody, right? So we still want to stay close. We just got to do it through technology instead of being physical.
Or letters.
Okay, so what are some of the things that we can do to stay physically distanced but socially connected?
You can do telehealth is one of the things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
with your therapist, you can do telehealth. Okay, what else?
FaceTime. Normal FaceTime.
Yep, normal FaceTime.
I bet everyone knows about FaceTime.
Uh-huh.
Like texting, calling,
Calling? Actually using the phone? Is that what you're
Yeah, actually using the phone.
Okay. What else could you be doing?
Skype, Zoom, and other platforms like FaceTime, Hangouts.
What about Marco Polo?
Marco Polo is my favorite.
What do you like about Marco Polo?
So like, you just create a video, video.
Yeah.
And then like you create a video. It can be however long. You can do
video
different
texting,
voices,
right?
Yeah, and then
it has
you
fun
just
filters and voices,
and then you just send it, and then the other person can send one back later in time. But then you can go watch the videos again
and again. So it's kind of like instead of having a FaceTime or a Zoom time where you don't necessarily get to see it over and over again, Marco Polo allows
and you
you
actually get to see the person.
Yes, so it's not just texting.
And you get to hear their voice, and you don't get to see words.
Right, and you can replay it over and over again. So if you're really missing your friends,
you can send a kind message, and then the other person can just if they're having a hard time, they can just play that message and over
and over again. And who can you Marco Polo with?
Anyone
that has the app on those phones.
Like you send a letter to can you please get Marco Polo so I can Marco
Polo with you. We don't know what to say when it comes to Marco Polo, but it's Marco Polo,
you,
right?
Polo you.
But Marco Polo is really cool because it allows you to stay connected.
Yeah.
But physically distant, right? So that's one of those helpful things.
Art sharing. You can you can create art and then just send it.
Yeah, we can still use the mail, right?
Yeah.
And what about playing video games together? I know that you guys have been playing video games with your friends.
Yeah,
and so how do you do that?
I do FaceTime since I have an iPad Pro. I have a FaceTime with my friend, but then we're playing Roblox, Minecraft.
Right.
Like you can there's a chat, and you can send it private message.
Right. And even in games together, like Minecraft, you guys can just be playing together.
And
or
then
Roblox, you can be playing together, and you can still be chatting and communicating with one another. So it's important to parents to know, if you're playing video games and you're talking to people, you're being social. You're being socially connected, but physically distant. Right, exactly. Okay.
Pen pals.
Yeah, writing old-fashioned letters, right?
Right. So there was this on the news yesterday evening, I think. These kids were writing little letters and then sending them to nursing homes, and it made the nursing homes, people in the nursing homes, really, really happy. So just sending letters. It might take a day or two. Like my brother, since his friends live in the neighborhood, he has friends in the neighborhood. We just write letters, drop it at doorstep.
And it's right there. So it's like doorstop to doorstop mail is what we're doing in the neighborhood, right? So it's a little bit faster. So that might be a way to do it.
We just write the letter, grab our bikes, head off, drop it.
Put it on the doorstep, ring the doorbell, take off. Because you got to say socially connected, but physically distant. Okay, exactly. All right. So, Matt, what kind of fears may you have with all this stuff going on, all these changes? What kind of fears you may have?
You might, if you have, you might feel like you could be in danger. Your parents could be in a hospital because they're, really in a serious condition. Grandparents, if they're in a nursing home, they could get it.
So it's kind of natural and normal to feel like there might be some nervous and some fear that you might get it, your parents might get it.
If your friend has brain something,
brain something? Yeah. You're thinking of it extraordinary, right? Like if they've got medical conditions, they might be a little bit more susceptible to getting coronavirus.
They might, and they're your friends, so you might can't go near that.
Right.
But you can still be socially connected.
Exactly. Okay, so it's okay to be afraid, and it's okay to be afraid about what might happen with you, your parents, your grandparents, friends. Fear is okay, but how do we battle fear?
So your parents can help you
Mm-hmm.
by, like, if you, like, you can just, like, can I please get a hug? I'm really, like...
Yeah,
and
you're very
get a hug.
hug-oriented. You like hugs, right? So hugs, cuddles, talking about your fear, that helps, right?
Having a big conversation just about, like, so you can ask questions.
Mm-hmm. Get information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tickling, squishing, going upside down, all of those things can help you with your fear.
To calm yourself.
Right.
Especially for my Brady, he has to go upside down to feel calm.
Right. So when you're feeling afraid, talking to grown-ups is also doing something to calm your body down.
Yeah.
Can be really, really helpful.
So, like, if you squish someone, it might feel calming for them.
Okay.
Like, with your family, just like, can you please squish me?
Right. So this might be an opportunity for your family and you to really determine what helps calm you down, so that then you can do those things when you're maybe feeling a little bit of fear and anxiety about something.
Yeah, so, like, I hide myself under a beanbag when my parents are not away. I just, like, since we have this
you pick cozy little spaces for yourself.
I make, like, little forts that I can just, like, take naps in.
So that's a really good tip for kids, right? Like, to create warm, cozy spaces that they feel safe and comfortable in when they're at home.
Or stuffies, like, just squeezing stuffies.
So having a special item with you is okay?
I have a special item.
You do, and it's really helps you feel more safe, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you have some fear. Okay. What else can kids do to help parents and grown-ups and families overall? What do you think?
We were just on how adults can help you. Now, how can you help them?
Right. So what are some things that kids could do to help the families?
You could, like, do extra chores. You could, like, instead of yelling at your parents, you could use kind words.
Yes, that's right. When you're frustrated, use words instead of yelling.
Instead of, like, punching someone, you could, like, please, can you stop?
So use your words,
Yeah,
even though you might be having lots of strong feelings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just, like, walk away.
Right.
Like, keep yourself away from someone, just walk away.
So taking space. Taking space is a really good option, especially if you're like, hey, this is too much. I'm really, really frustrated. I'm overwhelmed.
I'm just gonna go into my room.
You like to go up to your room.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to my room. I'm taking a break. Very good coping skill.
I'm taking a nap.
Right? Yes. Naps are good, right?
They're good. We are all stressed. Like, taste yourself. Everyone is stressed. Everyone is.
Yeah. Everyone's stressed right now,
It's not just you. The whole world is fearful.
Yeah.
Everyone else is.
Everybody's stressed. Everybody's got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of strong feelings, and we have to be mindful of that and tell ourselves it's okay. It's just we got to choose how to manage that stress, right? So, Mac, what do you think parents should know about kids right now during the COVID virus?
I think, like, parents should know that, like, they should listen. Like, sometimes when you just, like, so say someone got in trouble, a kid got in trouble, but it wasn't their fault, and then the parents just yell at them, like, the kids were trying to, like,
So really listening to kids right now?
Listen! Keyword, listen!
Okay, so you think adults should definitely remember that kids need to be heard.
Yeah. Like, if adult is stressed, the kids might be stressed because, like,
so reminding adults
see it. So there might be stress, like, my parents are so stressed, so I'm stressed.
Right, like stress gets transferred, right? At realizing that.
Like feelings. Like, if I'm happy, you might be happy.
Yes, all of our feelings get transferred, even the not so fun ones like stress and anxiety.
Just saying too, like, you're not trying to be, like, making you scared. We're just not trying to be difficult. We're just trying to, like...
Kids aren't trying to be difficult.
No.
Right? They're not wanting to overly stress their parents out right now.
The parents are basically making them stress.
Aha! So it's really important for parents to be calm then, so kids can be calm.
Okay, we're gonna have to go to the store because COVID 19.
Okay, so kids are not trying to be difficult. It's really important that parents know that kids are always listening, right? You guys hear everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Even if parents are trying to be sneaky, are kids listening?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys pretty much listen for everything, don't you?
Keywords, like it's like if we all need to calm down, someone just shouts out. For us, it's swipe or no swiping. So we watch Dora the Explorer. the movie on Swipe or No Swiping, and then everyone else has to say, "Oh man," in a really funny voice.
Yes, and that calms everybody down.
Calms everybody down with a joy juice. Joy juice!
So we gave ourselves a little bit of funny to help when everybody's stressed, that anybody can say, "Swipe or no swiping." And we all have to go, "Oh man." And that's our cue for our family.
Just like to hug.
We need to
calm down.
Calm ourselves down, right? My kids need a little bit of extra cuddle time
sometimes
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuddling helps you feel better.
It's like an hour just to cuddle.
Yeah, it's okay to be cuddly.
It's okay.
Right?
With your family, at least.
That's true. It's really important that adults talk to kids. I've worked really hard to always tell you the information about what's going on. To answer your question.
My dad is just like, he doesn't really want to tell us some things, but we're like, tell us.
Right. And what does Mom say?
She just explains.
Explain. So that kind of gets us back to what you said, right?
Ask questions. Get them.
So
ask questions.
Ask questions. Make sure that parents are answering questions, right? Because kids are going to
Just take an hour a day, Q&A.
Q&A.
Take an hour a day, Q&A.
For kids to ask parents questions.
There's like a little rhyme. There's a little rhyme. Take an hour a day, Q&A.
Okay, that makes sense. And I think it's important for parents to know that kids are pretty flexible.
Yep.
And that you're very resilient, right? Which means you guys can handle a lot. Parents just need to give you credit for how much you can handle.
Give us credit.
Give us credit for everything.
Yeah, give us credit.
Right. So it's really important for parents to ultimately know kids are always listening.
Mm-hmm. Always listening.
You kids can get stressed when adults get stressed. Mm-hmm. You're not always trying to be difficult.
No.
Right? Things are hard for you guys. Extra cuddle time helps. Right? Talking to kids helps. Giving information, giving facts.
Q&A.
Right? You like the Q&A. And
Q&A.
Kids can be flexible if parents work to be flexible.
Yeah.
Kids are resilient. And playtime is good because that helps build up your resilience.
Yeah,
right?
Just play all day.
Just play all day.
A week. Just play.
Like
take out all the Legos and just dump it on the floor. Build stuff like crazy.
Yes. Play is really important. Right? Okay. So, is there anything else that you think parents should know about COVID-19 or that kids should know about COVID-19? Or do you think we covered it?
I think we covered it, but just one thing. Two little rhymes. And then like quote. Understand it, don't fear it. It's actually by Marie Curie. We should understand it, not fear it.
Okay, so
it's by Marie Curie. And then just take an hour a day, Q&A.
You like that. So with understanding, you don't have to fear.
Yeah.
Right? Q&A, take an hour a day, so answer questions. Right? What do you think you should tell kids overall? What should kids know?
Don't fear.
Don't fear.
Understood.
You understand it. Okay, I think that's really important. So, again, my name is Cary Hamilton. This is Mackenzie Hamilton. And I'm the director and owner of Olympia Therapy and Playful Wisdom Parenting. And you can find us online at www.olympiatherapy.com or www.playfulwisdom.net. It's a little bit different. Hopefully this was helpful. Let us know, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Good job.